My mother and my father were not together. I didn't know my dad. My mother's generation believed if you didn't talk about it, it didn't happen. It was almost a perfect storm. An abuser came to my house. He would really charm the family. He started to try to bring me closer to him, a substitute dad. I was only a child, 7 years old, and I'll never forget the first night I heard the crackling of the threshold as he entered my room. When you're being groomed, they make it seem all your fault. He told me if I told anybody, I'd be taken away. People would be mad at me. No one would believe me. About 2 years into the abuse, he brought me in a van, and we went to an outdoor place, and he left me there and without speaking a word, and the van didn't leave. And then the door opened again, and another man, a man that I never met before, would enter that van. This pattern of being raped by other men. Years later, I would find out that there was an exchange. There was a commerce, oftentimes drugs. I'd come to find out years later as an adult that they call that human trafficking. I always thought that trafficking meant that I would be brought to another state or put on a plane. My human trafficking was just outside our door. It doesn't just affect women. But rape is not about intimacy. It's about control. And it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. An abuser wants to have control. Human trafficking happens, and many men will never talk about it. Every day afraid that somebody might point to say, were you the one that let somebody take advantage of you? Because that's what we think somebody's going to say. But when you find advocacy, when you find support, people go, look, it wasn't you. It was the abuser who stole from you. But why we do this, why I talk about it, is for that person who doesn't know that yet. This journey ended because I had support. Coaches, counselors, psychiatrists, there's organizations, there's groups, there's advocacy. So you're not alone. The journey becomes better, not easier. It never becomes easy. But I'll tell you, it gets better. It gets better.